Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Jake from TNJ, and we're back for more Mariners franchise, so hit that like button. And we're sitting here at 28-29 on the season. We're a few days away from the first year player draft, so I decided to go back and look at that Estevan Florio trade. I didn't know too much about him, but it turns out he's the #1 prospect in the Yankees organization in real life. I'm really surprised that they made this trade. They wanted Dylan Moore that bad, so I guess so. We'll take it. And then we go ahead and side Benoit again. We actually tried to trade for Matt Duffy. I did it off of camera here, but they actually wanted way more for Matt Duffy than they wanted before, so I decided not to trade for him. But that does leave a void at the backup in the infield because we don't have too much depth there. But that we do go into this matchup possibly going into a 500 record, going up against the Texas Rangers here at home to end this series. But they do start out this game with a hit. Mike Leake on the mound, who's been kind of shaky lately. He doesn't have the best ERA, doesn't have the best whip, and I think we're on shaky ground. We got to hit the ball pretty well to support him. So here we do get a strikeout here on Andrews after the two first hits there. And that brings up Joey Gallo, hitting under 200 to start the season, but he's going to get a hit up the middle, and Malik Smith is going to field that one, but Delino DeShields with 95 speed is easily going to score on that one, and they take advantage of the one-run lead. So here, guys on first and third here with Odor at the plate, and he's going to hit one to the left center gap, and that one's going to make it all the way to the wall, and Domingo Santana is going to play it off the wall, and the runner is going to hold at third, but a runner does come across the plate, making it 2-0. So here is Shin-Soo Choo at the plate, and he's getting walked. He's got a 291 average. We didn't want to we want to make a force out here, and I'm not mad at that walk. So here comes Logan Forsythe to the plate, hitting over 300. We do get the ground ball up the middle. Tim Beckham fields it, but overthrows the first baseman there on the double play, and 2 runs come across the plate and make it 4-0. So here's Cabrera at the plate, keeping this inning alive, and he gets the little blooper to the right center gap, and another run comes across, and that's a 5-run first inning as Texas bats around in the first inning. So that brings up Kiner Falefa, and he's going to get a hit to the right side. They actually didn't bat around yet. They get a double to the right side, and that's going to get guys on third and second, guys in runner's position and scoring position. And that brings up Delino DeShields. Here they bat around finally, but we do finally get the third out of the inning off of the ground ball to D. Gordon. So that brings up Lance Lynn on the mound. You know, Texas gave him a decent contract, but I don't know if he was really worth it. 3 years, $30 million, something like that it was. And here he's facing Kyle Seager, and he's getting a hit to start out the game, actually in the 4th inning. As now we bring up Tim Beckham here, hitting 267 on the year, 0 for 1 so far in this game, and on a 3-1 count, he's going to get a pitch to hit, but he's going to watch it, and he's going to get on first base here. So now guys on first and second. Mitch Haniger at the plate. He's going to inside out that pitch. He's got enough strength to get that one over the first baseman's head, and now there's guys on first, second, and third, bases loaded, with Jay Bruce to the plate. 0 for 1 in this game. He golfs a pitch to the right center gap, and that's going to be run down, but we do get it deep enough to score the runner from third base, and we cut this lead down to just 4. So now here comes Domingo Santana to the plate, who's been hot lately. He gets a hot pitch to hit. He's going to hit a line drive to right field, and that one's going to make it all the way to the wall, and 2 runs are going to come across to score, and now we trim this lead down 5-3 off of that double. So now up comes Edwin Encarnacion. 3-2 count here, 2 outs, and he gets a pitch on the outside part of the plate, and he's going to watch that one go for ball 4. So that brings up Omar Narvaez, hitting 306 to start the season. I really like that. So here, swinging at a high pitch up in the zone, and that's not even going to be close. I don't know why we swung at that, to be honest. So now we're on to the 5th inning. Here's Logan Forsythe at the plate once again, watching that pitch go for ball 4. Mike Leake still on the mound, and he's giving up a hit this time to Cabrera that time to the right side. And now they got guys on first and second, so we decided to bring in Chasen Bradford, who's actually been our best reliever out of the bullpen this year. And here he's facing Kiner LaFalfa, and he's getting a pitch to hit, and he's getting a hit to the left side, and Kyle Seager can't handle that one, but the runner does hold, and now they got bases loaded here in the 5th inning here with Delano DeShields coming to the plate, and he's striking out on the outside slider. Jason Bradford on the mound, trying to get out of this jam, but Kyle Seager does not step on third. He just goes to first on that one. So now the runner comes across the plate, and now it's a 6-3 game here in the 5th inning as this inning does continue with Andrews at the plate, and we're going to get a fly ball to center field, and Malik Smith is going to run that one down. So Kyle Seager up to the plate here in the bottom of the 5th inning, and he's taking a pitch off of the back and getting on first base here with 2 outs. Tim Beckham to the plate, facing Lance Lynn, still on the mound. He's getting a pitch through the hole on the left side of the field, and that one's going to put runners on first and second here with 2 outs in the inning. Mitch Haniger at the plate. Can he drive in both of these guys? But no, he can't. Striking out on the outside cutter, and we move this game into the 9th inning, facing Logan Forsythe. He's going to take this one deep to the right field wall, and that one's going to be gone. Mitch Haniger can't come up with it, and now they take the 7-3 lead here in the bottom of the 9th inning as D. Gordon comes up, trying to put on his rally cap. He gets a hit up the middle, and we're going to need more than that here in the 9th inning as D. Gordon gets on, though. I'll take it for a start. So here is Malik Smith at the plate, 0 for 4 in this game so far. He gets a pitch to hit, but he's going to pop that one up to short center field, and that one's going to be caught. And now we are down to our last out of the game with Kyle Seager at the plate, 2 for 3 so far in this game, and he hits a ground ball to Odor, and that one's going to be a ground out, and we cannot get to 500. Lance Lynn gets the W, and Mike Lee gets the loss, giving up 11 hits in this game, and they actually get 15 total and go on to win this game. So now we move into a 3-game set versus the Angels. I believe this is actually a 4-game set, and we do have Wade LeBlanc on the mound, who isn't having the greatest of seasons, but I mean, he's at the bottom of our rotation. We don't have many choices now, but here's Malik Smith at the plate, and he gets a 3-run double there, a bases clearing double, and we take the 8-3 lead here late in the game as we bring in Elias out of the bullpen, and he gets us the win here on the road, actually at home, 8-3, as Malik Smith goes 3 for 4 in that game, 2 doubles and 3 RBIs. So we do move it to the last game of the month of May as we move closer and closer to draft day, and we're facing the best player in baseball here, Mike Trout, with Felix Hernandez on the mound. 2-6 to start this season. Not the start we want at all. Below average whip, below average ERA, and 2-6 on the year. This is going to be a tough matchup for him. So here facing Simmons here to start out this game. Here is a little Texas leader to center fielder, and that one is going to drop in as the Angels are actually chasing the Astros in first place. So this is a critical series for them. So here's Tommy La Stella at the plate, hitting .260 on the year. He gets a ground ball to Edwin Encarnacion, but he can't field it cleanly, and that's an error. I mean, if we can't play defense, how are we going to help out our pitching? So here comes Mike Trout at the plate. He's hitting .347, .393 versus right-handed pitching this year. So on a 1-1 count, he's going to get a pitch to hit. He's driving it to left center, and that one's going to drop in. And Domingo Santana is going to come up fielding, and not before a runner gets across home. And they got the 1-0 lead here to start this game. So here is Justin Upton at the plate, hitting .260. He's getting the walk, and that's loading up the bases for Justin Bour as he gets a pitch to hit. And he's going opposite field on this one, and that one's going to drop in. And that's going to make it all the way to the wall. As we forgot, we had Malik Smith. He has the day off this game, so we have Mitch Haniger in center field, and we can't take the same angles to the ball. He doesn't have exactly the same speed as Malik Smith, obviously. And now they take the 4-0 lead with no outs in the inning. So here's Zach Cozart at the plate, and he's going to fly out to left field, and we finally do get the first out of the inning. So here is John DeLucroix to the plate. He's hitting .267 on the year. Here's a ground ball to Tim Beckham, who fields this one cleanly, and he gets an out at first. So now 2 outs here in the inning. Cole Calhoun at the plate. He's going to drive this one deep over the right fielder's head. That's Jay Bruce out there in right. He's going to play it off of the wall, and that's going to be 5-0 here in the first. Another 5-run inning. What is going on with this team? So now here comes David Fletcher up to the plate here, still in the first inning here as he gets a ground ball to the shortstop, and Tim Beckham cannot field it cleanly. So this inning continues. This is an ugly first inning here to start this series. So here in a 2-2 count, we finally do get the fly out here from Simmons, but man, 5 runs come across the plate. So they do have Trevor Cahill on the mound. He's off to a pretty good start to start the season. 3-2, 2.31 ERA with a 1.15 whip, 58 strikeouts to 23 walks. So we do have to switch this lineup up a little bit because we gave D. Gordon the day off. We gave Malik Smith the day off. So Ryan Healy is actually going to lead us off, and he pops up to the second baseman. That's going to be David Fletcher on that catch. So here is Kyle Seager at the plate. He's going to pop out to left field, and that's going to make it 2 outs here in the first. And can they make it 3 with Tim Beckham at the plate, hitting .269, and that's going to be a ground out to Simmons at short, and that's an easy 1-2-3 inning. So we do decide to quick manage just to get through a couple of innings, and we actually, look at this. We don't have any hits here until the 7th inning when we finally get the first hit, as now that moves us to the 9th inning, and look at this. The Angels absolutely destroy us. 18 hits, and we only get 2. I mean, that's the type of games that we are stuck in. You know, if we get down early, I mean, we pretty much have no shot. We don't have that type of lineup. So we lose this game 11-0. Mike Trout goes deep twice, and we come up with the loss in that one. But we do recover in the next game. Domingo Santana actually goes deep, has 3 RBIs, and we get within 1 of 500 again. Can we get over that hump? So we actually decide to quick manage this next game with Yusei Kikuchi on the mound. And here is LA off to a quick start here with the 1-0 lead here in the second inning. And here they load up the bases, and they get another run across the plate. So Yusei Kikuchi giving up a couple of runs, but there he gives up a deep fly to Mike Trout. And Mike Trout's been killing us so far in this series as we bring in Benoit out of the bullpen. And he does get us out of a couple of jams. But we do load up the bases here in the 8th inning, and Daniel Vogelbach at the plate. So we decide to hop into the action here with the bases loaded, try to cut this lead down to just 1 with Vogelbach at the plate. So here on a 1-1 count, facing an inside fastball, and he's going to pop this one up to short center field, and Simmons is going to run that one down. That's going to be 2 outs in the inning, bringing up Ryan Healy to the plate to face Cam Bedrosian, I can't even say his last name. And here facing a 2-2 count with 2 outs, and he gets a pitch to hit. And he's going to give that one a ride over the left field wall into the bullpen. And Ryan Healy is off to a great start to start this season. He's hitting about 270, but he's leading our team in RBIs. I'm surprised at that. That's his 10th homer of the year. So now we cut this lead down to just 1, moving on to the bottom of the 9th inning. Here's D. Gordon at the plate, and he's going to give this one a ride, but that's an easy fly ball to Mike Trout. So now 1 out in the inning. Malik Smith up to the plate. 0 for 4 in this game and make it 0 for 5. He strikes out swinging on the fastball right down the middle. So that brings up Kyle Seager, who gives this one a ride to the right center gap, but it's just not going to have enough on it. And LA gets out of this game with the victory. So now they lead this series 2-1 as we actually lose this game. And we actually split that series, matter of fact, as we come up with the loss in that one. So now here is this next series coming up before the draft. 2 more games before this first player draft, and we actually win the first one, 2-1. We actually win these games. I don't know how we do, because we had 5 hits in that game and we won 2-1, but the Astros had 7 hits, and we come out with the victory somehow. So I'm actually liking what I see going into this first player draft there, beating the Astros here at home. We need another victory. Let's get us to 500. I just want to get to 500, get over that little hump we are trying to get over, as we have Wade LeBlanc on the mound, who's not having the greatest of seasons. He's 3-4 through 12 starts, and a decent whip is pretty much average among the league. And here he is facing a pretty tough lineup with the Astros. I mean, 5 guys hitting over 300. Michael Brantley, Jose Altuve, Carlos Correa, Alex Bregman, and then Uriel is also hitting over 300. So here is Josh Reddick at the plate on a 2-2 count. He's going to fly out to right field. So we got the first 2 outs of the inning. Let's make it a 1-2-3 inning. But we had to face Jose Altuve. 354 on the year, second in the AL. And on a 1-2 count, we do get him to ground out to third base. And that one is going to be fumbled, but eventually recovered by Kyle Seager at third base. So we do face Justin Verlander. 8-0 to start out this season. 1.20 whip, 99 strikeouts to 33 walks. Every 3 strikeouts, he has 1 walk. That's a good ratio. And this is going to be a tough game for our lineup. So here's Kyle Seager getting going with the inside fastball, but that's an easy fly ball out to the center fielder. That's George Springer out there. So here's Tim Beckham at the plate, hitting .262. He gives a pitch to Ride, but it's right to Springer again, and they get out of that first inning. So here comes Carlos Correa up here in the second inning. He's getting a pitch to hit over the middle of the plate, and that one's going to make it to the left center gap and off the wall, and they start out this second inning with a leadoff double. That's going to bring up Alex Bregman, hitting .344 this year. Here on a 1-1 count. He's going to ground out to the second baseman there, and that's actually Negron, who's actually, we don't have much depth. He's not rated that well. That's going to bring up George Springer. 2-1 count, facing LeBlanc. He's going to get a pitch to hit, and that one is not coming back, and that's over the bullpen, and that's out of here, and the Astros take the 2-0 lead here on the road here in the second inning. So this inning does continue here with Uriel at the plate. He's getting a hit to the right side, and that one I'm going to try to get the out at first, but we're not covering there. So now that brings up Chirinos on a 3-2 count. He gets a pitch to hit, and he's taking it over the left field wall, and that's over the bullpen as well in the exact same spot. And that's 2 home runs here in the second inning given up by Wade LeBlanc. And that's Chirinos' 12th home run of the year, as he's coming over from the Rangers, and he makes it a 4-0 game. So this inning still is going on here with 2 outs, and we give up that blooper there to right field. So here's Josh Reddick here at the plate on a 3-2 count, 2 outs. The runner is on the run, and we do get the strikeout there on the inside 2-seam fastball. So on to the bottom of the second inning. Here is Domingo Santana with the hit up the middle. And he's been hot lately, hitting .500 in his last 10 games. So he's starting to heat up a little bit. So here's Jay Bruce at the plate. He can't get going. He flies out to center field. And now that's the 3rd out of that inning as we move on later in the game here to the bottom of the 3rd. Omar Narvaez, he's now below 300 on the season, but he gets a pitch to hit, and he hits it to the right side. And that's going to drop right in front of Josh Reddick. And we got a runner on first. So here is Negron at the plate. He's had 10 at-bats in the season. Hasn't gotten a hit yet. But here he's swinging out a pitch out of the zone on a 1-2 count. And that's going to be a strikeout. And that brings up Malik Smith, who can't get it going as well. He's going to miss on the curveball. So 0 for 2 in this game to start it out. Here's Kyle Seager. He gets a pitch to hit as well. And that's actually a pretty good pitch. And he's going to pop it out in the infield. Doesn't even get past the pitcher's mound. As now we move this game on to the 5th inning. Here's a hit up the middle, and that's going to be a lead-off single here in the 5th for the Astros. And this has been all too familiar. Here is Josh Reddick at the plate here with a 1-2 count. He's getting going for his first hit of the game, and that moves Brantley to second base. And now they got guys on first and second here with Bregman up at the plate here with 2 outs. On a 2-2 count, he gets a pitch to hit, and that one is not coming back. And that's over the wall there and left. And man, this disastrous start to this season from our starters continues. I mean, think about it. Marco Gonzalez and probably Yusei Kikuchi are doing the best for us so far. But if you look at Wade LeBlanc's numbers, you look at Felix Hernandez's numbers, and Mike Leake's numbers, they're just not looking good. But speaking of looking good, here is Justin Verlander on the mound. And we just cannot get anything going. I mean, you can see ground out that time by Tim Beckham. Now on to the 8th inning. Jay Bruce at the plate. He gets a pitch to hit. He hits it hard, but right into the shift. That's Altuve with the putout. And we just cannot get going. Here's Verlander cruising in the 8th once again. This time facing Omar Narvaez, and they're playing tricks. Tossing it with his glove, not even with his hand that time. And bringing it to the 9th inning. Here's Malik Smith with the fly ball to left field. And that's going to be an easy fly ball. So now Tim Beckham comes up. 2 outs in the inning, our last hope. And that's going to be a hard shot to left field, but an easy catch that time by Michael Brantley. And they go on to win this game as Verlander only gives up 3 hits in this entire game. I mean, just dominance from him. He moves on to 9-0 on the season. And I don't know if we really had a chance in this game. Wade LeBlanc versus Justin Verlander. He's hot, and we're just not. And we just cannot get over that hump. 2 games under 500 still, and we move into the draft episode next episode. So you don't want to miss that. I want to see if I can pick up a young star. Hopefully I can pick up somebody who's going to be, I need a great bat in the lineup. I also need some pitching depth because you can just see the rotation is just not looking good so far to start this season. So hit subscribe, hit that like button. Next episode will be the draft episode. You don't want to miss that one, so stay tuned. Let's get it. Let's go.